Hey everyone, this is Rohit. Hope you're all doing great and welcome back to the channel. Also welcome back to another car review. Well, today I'll be reviewing another entry-level car, or you can just call it a city car, which is nothing but this Maruti Suzuki Wagon R. So in this review, I'll walk you through the exteriors, interiors, engine specifications, features and the on-road price of this Wagon R hatch. So watch the video till the end, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing it and tap on the bell notification to get the latest updates. Alright, now this Maruti Suzuki Wagon R that you're looking at here is the third generation Wagon R, which was launched in 2019. And if you look back in the timeline, it was first ever launched in 1999, which was the first generation. Then the second generation was launched in 2010. And this, like I said, it's the third generation. This Wagon R is built on hardtech platform, which is the same platform used by other distant models like the Celerio, Baleno, Swift and the Ignis. Let's kick off the review by talking about its exteriors and the design. This Maruti Suzuki Wagon R is a compact 5-door car which looks very unique and has a boxy design that sets it apart from its competitors. If you ask me, it does resemble like Kai cars from Japan. It's not a full-fledged Kai car, I would say, but it does have some cues like the Kai cars. Well, you guys might be wondering what are these Kai cars and what is he talking about. So for people who don't know what Kai cars are, they are basically the smallest category of cars in Japan and they come under light motor vehicles. For a better idea or for visual representation, you can see the pictures on the screen. Yes, they do look like this. They are tall, boxy, tiny and affordable, and also they are very easy to drive and park. So this does resemble like a Kai car, isn't it? Anyways, now getting back to the exteriors of this Wagon R. This Wagon R gets this prominent grille which has this flat black finish and is highlighted with chrome inserts. Then the headlamps over here are the basic ones, which are nothing but the halogen units. Then followed by turn indicators which are in the same headlamp unit. Then moving your way down, you get this body color bumper which has a simple design. And this bumper has these fog lamps housings or the provisions for the fog lamps. Well, this being the ZXI variant which sits just below the top variant ZXI Plus. It doesn't get any fog lamps as such, but if you do opt the next variant or the top variant ZXI Plus, you do get fog lamps. Speaking of variants, this Wagon R is available in 4 different variants. And they are LXI, VXI, ZXI and ZXI Plus. Where LXI will be the base variant followed by VXI and ZXI which will be the mid variants. And ZXI Plus which will be the top end variant. Now if we take a look at the engine options, this Wagon R is offered in 2 different powertrains and with 2 fuel options which are the CNG and the petrol. Now the base variant LXI and the mid variant VXI will be offered with a 3-cylinder 1000cc petrol unit which produces 66.62 PS of max power and 89 Nm of peak torque. And in case if you opt the CNG fuel option, then the maximum power would be 56.7 PS and the maximum torque would be 82.1 Nm. And this 3-cylinder 1000cc petrol unit is paired to a 5-speed automatic and 5-speed manual transmission as well. And not to mention, the CNG variant will be available in LXI and VXI models with a 5-speed manual transmission. Now coming to the other engine options which this ZXI variant features is a 4-cylinder 1.2 liter petrol unit which produces 89.7 PS of max power and 113 Nm of peak torque and is paired to a 5-speed manual transmission and a 5-speed automatic transmission as well. Coming to the fuel efficiency, the mileage figures are truly exceptional. The petrol variants are claimed to have a fuel efficiency of 25.1 km per liter, while the CNG variants are claimed to have a whopping 34 km per kg. So this Wagon R really stands out to be a fuel efficient car. Now getting back to the exteriors, the wheels here happen to be 165 by 70 section 14-inch tires with steel wheels. In case if you were to opt the ZXI Plus, you would be getting 14-inch alloy wheels. The ground clearance is about 165mm, which is sufficient for most of the road conditions. You've got the turn indicators on the fenders. While in the top variant ZXI Plus, you'll be finding the turn indicators in the ORVMs. You get a basic roof antenna on the top. Then in the braking department, you get disc brakes at the front and drum brakes at the rear. Like I mentioned earlier, this car is really a tall car. And it's quite evident if you take a look at it from the side. This tall proportion of the car really adds to the headroom in the cabin. Moving to the rear section, you'll find a large tailgate at the back. You get a high mount stop lamp, followed by this chrome treatment which says Wagon R. Then moving down, you'll find a couple of rear parking sensors and reflectors. Now just like the front headlamps, the rear tail lamps also come with halogen units. Then following that, you've got the turn indicators and reverse parking light. Now time to check out the boot space. Now this Maruti Suzuki Wagon R has a boot carrying capacity of 341 liters. And what you get here is a parcel tray followed by a space saver spare wheel which is tucked underneath the boot. And if this 341 liters of boot space isn't sufficient for you, you can actually increase the boot carrying capacity by folding down those rear seats which have a 60-40 split. So you can adjust accordingly based on the passengers you have in the cabin. That's about the boot space. Now time to check out the rear seats. Well, as you can see, the doors open wide enough and what you get here in the doors are power window switches for the rear passengers, a door pocket for your water bottle and a speaker next to it. Also you get this silver color door openers. Now coming to the seat upholstery used here, you get this dual tone fabric seats with fixed headrests. And when you get inside the cabin, the first thing you would notice is how spacious and comfortable the rear cabin is. As you can see, I've got decent amount of knee room and leg room. Also, there is no transmission hump in the center, so a passenger sitting in the center should be just fine. And the main advantage of having a Wagon R is the amount of headroom I have. I'm about 5 feet 10 inches tall and I still have a lot of headroom left. A very comfortable and spacious cabin, I would say. And here's how the front dashboard layout looks like. So let's get into the front cabin as well. What you get here in the front doors are door pockets for your water bottle and some space next to it. Moving up, you get these driver side controls. You have power window switches, lock and unlock, child lock and ORVM controls. Coming to the driver seat adjustment, this is reclinable and also slidable, but it doesn't get any height adjustment as such. Down here you've got the pedals with a proper dead pedal on the side. This right here is to open the bonnet latch, followed by headlamp leveling adjustment control. Then you get these circular AC vents at the corners. Now getting inside the cabin, you get a 3-spoke steering wheel with silver inserts. And the steering column you get is a tilt adjustable, not telescopic. Now moving on to the controls you get on the steering wheel are these infotainment buttons, followed by phone controls and a Bluetooth button. On the left side you get the wiper stalk and on the right side you have the light stalk. Now the instrument console you get in this Wagon R is pretty basic and simple. All you get is an analog speedometer with a tiny display just right below it. And this tiny display has red illumination which shows you fuel gauge, odometer, trip meter and time. And the other indicators and warnings have been positioned at the corners. Moving to the center of the dash, since this is a ZXi variant, all you get is a 2-DIN audio system. But if you opt the next variant ZXi Plus, you'll be getting a 7-inch infotainment touchscreen system which supports Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Now this 2-DIN audio system does support Bluetooth connectivity, radio, USB connectivity and has an auxiliary port. So this is basically your old school audio system where you just have to connect your phone via Bluetooth and just play your songs. It is as simple as that. Then you have a hazard light switch followed by your manual AC controls. You get these knobs to adjust the blower speed and the temperature. Then you get a 12 volts power socket to charge your phone and you have some storage space to put your phone as well. Since this is the manual variant, you'll be getting a 5-speed manual gearbox. And following it, you have a square shaped cup holder where you can put in your water bottle or you can just drop in your keys or wallet. Then on the passenger side dash, you get a glove box which has decent storage space. Then moving up, you get an IRVM followed by reading lamps and sun visors on both the sides. So that's all about the interiors of this Wagon R. Now time to check out the safety features and the on-road price. But before that, let me tell you the color options available for this Wagon R. Now the one that you're looking at here is in silky silver color. Also you've got other color options like grey, white, red, brown, poolside blue and black color. Now if you take a look at the safety features on offer, this Wagon R is equipped with 2 airbags, ABS with EBD, electronic stability program, seat belts for all the seats, rear parking sensors and hill hold assist for automatic variants. Now finally coming to the on-road prices. Base variant Wagon R LXi petrol will cost you 6,09,000 rupees on-road Delhi, while this variant right here, which is the ZXi variant, will cost you 7,08,000 rupees on-road, and the top variant ZXi Plus automatic will cost you around 8,21,000 rupees on-road Delhi. And for the exact price list, please visit your nearest showrooms. So that's all for the review guys, hope you liked it. If so, consider subscribing it and share it with your friends and family. Thank you so much, drive safe and have a nice day.